Alright guys, today this is Lou with Ironcrest Doberman. I'm going to go over the supplies you need to make the posts that I use with my dogs. This is the way I do it. There's many ways to do this. There's not one right way. This is just simply what has been effective for me and what I like using with my dogs is I feel like it's less evasive. So yeah, I will also be providing you with a list of all the exact items that I'm using here, which can all be bought on Amazon, so don't worry about it if you can't catch it. But essentially, you're going to need your 1-inch Gorilla Tape. You're going to want to get your 1-inch athletic tape, and the quality does matter. So I recommend you get this Howie's brand, or Zonas, Z-O-N-A-S. But I'm all out, so for now we're going to pretend like this is this. So you get your 1-inch athletic tape. You're going to want to order some wedges. The quality does matter because some are really, thinner. So I recommend you get the ones I'm using if you want to do it the method I use it. The method that I use. So this will also be down below. So your athletic tape, the zip ties, and this is all you need. So after you cut your zip ties into 6-inch pieces, because they come in 24 inches. Obviously, you can get different sizes, but I get the 24-inch. You're gonna have 6-inch pieces, right? You make sure they're straight. You're gonna want to cut. You're gonna need 2 pieces of this Gorilla duct tape per ear, so 4 total. If the zip tie is 6 inches, you're going roughly. This should be about 5 inches. Okay. Now I already have mine already pre-cut right here. So yeah, now let's get started how I make the posts. So you get your first piece of Gorilla duct tape, sticky side up. And then you get your zip tie. Again, make sure it's nice and straight. If you gotta put it under books overnight, do so. And then you want to put it in the middle. You should have about at least 1 inch sticking out in the bottom, if not more like 1 1/4 inch, 1.5 inches. And obviously as the puppy gets older, anyways, you might need longer zip ties. So that's gonna go like that. Okay. As you can see, sticky side up. You got about 1.25 inches sticking out the bottom. Now you get your second piece of Gorilla duct tape, also sticky side up, and you're gonna simply go down here, hold it down, line it up, set it down, and start from the bottom up to try to get it, no bubbles, and run your fingers a couple times like this. And again, make sure you check your zip tie that it's staying straight. Sometimes the tape can make it like this, so you want to make sure it's staying straight. And then you can run your fingers along the edge of the zip tie down the middle to make sure that it's really, because it's only getting sticky, it's only stuck by the edges. So these need to be all the way down completely. Okay, you got one there. Then you're gonna get your athletic tape. And again, sticky side up. Line it up at the bottom. You never ever want to put duct tape directly onto the puppy's skin or dog's skin, because that's gonna be very irritating, and it's gonna be a nightmare when you take it off. So never duct tape. You must get athletic tape. And the top doesn't matter. Most of the time you're gonna cut off the excess. So now that you got that, you get your latex-free makeup sponge. I cut it right down the middle, and then you're gonna have, so it comes like this, right? I cut it down the middle. You have 2 pieces, one for each ear post. You're then gonna get your post, and you know what? I usually um, put put these on the bottom here first before I even start doing the tape part. So, anyways, but I'm gonna essentially go right here to the middle part, and right in the middle, maybe even, yeah. So I fold it, and then I fold it like a taco. You're gonna want to get about a 2.5, 3 inch piece of your athletic tape, and put it on. I usually put it on the thick piece, and then you're gonna want to wrap hard, really hard, as hard as possible. Ugh. All right, nice and tight. And then the finish is gonna be like this. Okay, and then you wanna, the whole purpose of this is that you don't want the bottom of this irritating the dog's ear or the corners sticking out and, you know, causing harm. So you're gonna test it. Okay, that's good. The corners are sticking out. Okay, that's good. Just like that. So you don't, try only to use the tape to cover the top part, and you wanna leave this like that, a little bit exposed. The reason why is you're gonna wanna use some of antifungal powder. I usually just pour some of this out into a cap, and I just dip this bottom part in it right before I put it into the dog's ear. Or you can use a Q-tip and put some in the dog's ear after you clean it and it's dry. Essentially, this is what it's gonna look like, just like this. One other thing that I recommend is you get your post, get another piece of that athletic tape, make sure that's in, go about halfway down that piece down there and tape it, and then, you know, you don't necessarily pull, but you get it where it's gonna make it so this isn't gonna slide out. See, I just taped it to here, and now it's gonna look like this. Okay? And the cool thing about this is you can make a lot of these and use parchment paper, and, you know, store them that way, and the sticky thing it'll stay sticky, and that way when you need them, you just grab them. So I recommend, because as you can see, you got to rip up pieces of tape. You're gonna be ripping them up anyway, so why not make yourself a good 6 posts, right? So you're gonna need 2 each time, so you'll be good for the next 15 days or more. So you'll get all your pieces, you know, run it like a manufacturing line. Rip up all the duct tape, then all your athletic tapes, and then just do it like that until you have a bunch of these. Okay? And there you have it. It's nice and straight. This isn't gonna hurt the dog. And yeah, that's it. That's the way you do it. Don't worry about the top, because we're gonna end up cutting that.